Alrighty, is everybody ready for some Wild Force? I'm Logan, I'll be your moderator today. One more time, let's hear it for the cast. So, we're gonna start down here by me. We're gonna walk you through who everybody's here, so let's go ahead.
Hi, my name is Richard Cancino. You don't know my face, but you've heard my voice. Some of the monsters that you heard were my voice.
Give it up.
Hey guys, Allison Kipperman Sullivan, Taylor Earhart. Thanks for being here.
Hi, my name is Sin Wong, and I'm probably better known as Toxica, which is, I love her too. This is my first convention ever. Since Wild Force wrapped, I've, just so happy to be here. It's been so much fun. You guys are, we're all amazing. You guys are superheroes and supervillains.
Your turn.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Master always asleep for the wheel. Master Org, Ilya Volok. Thank you, guys.
I'm Danny Wayne, Jindrax, Matt Duke of Orgs and Master of Blades.
We'll share it. Hi, everybody. Anne Marie, otherwise known as Princess Shayla.
How you doing, guys? My name is Jack Guzman, and I was the Black Ranger.
Yeah.
Danny, sorry.
I'm Jessica Ray, and I was Alyssa and Relay, the white Wild Force Ranger.
Woohoo!
Meow.
I don't know if you all know, but this is one of the largest Wild Force reunions we've had in a long time. So, like I said, let's hear it for the cast.
Yay! Thank you.
So we're going to start with asking the cast a few questions, then we're going to do a Q&A with you guys. So if you're thinking of some questions, get ready. So I wanted to ask you guys, when did it really hit you that you were in Power Rangers? Because I know you guys got on set, you do a lot of work before anything even airs. So when did it really hit you that you were on Power Rangers? And if we can start down there with Jessica and work our way down.
I actually didn't know what I was auditioning for. I knew it was for Power Rangers, but I thought it was for like a walk-on role or an extra or something. It was my very first TV audition. And so when Iris, the casting director, pulled me into her office and was like, you're here to audition for a Power Ranger, I was like, oh, no, what? And I got super nervous. I thought I blew the audition, but then I booked it, and here I am.
For me, I think the moment that it hit me, literally, I think you're asking, was I don't know if you guys are aware or not that Kendall was my girlfriend for 3 years after the show. So for me, we were in San Francisco, and some people just came up to us, and I don't know, man, the way they approached me and all that was the first time that I was like, damn, I guess people do watch this show.
So I knew it was an amazing show with the cast, and that it had already been running for 10 years for our 10th season. But I guess when it really hit me, the impact of Power Ranger and the community, which is you all here, was my first convention, really. I thought it was an amazing job. I got to be a princess on a TV show. But when I came to my first Morphicon in 2018 and saw the family with all of you that came together, that's when it really hit me what Power Rangers was truly, truly all about.
Mine hit me in the literal sense when Eric Betts, dressed as one of the creatures from season 1, literally hit me because my first day on set was doubling for David Yost as the Blue Ranger in Bronson's Caves. So yeah, I got hit in the literal way.
Yeah, for me it was when I had to pay commission to my agent. That's the first time it hit me. No, actually, to be serious, is when I started getting fan letters, and one of them was from Spain, and said, Master Org, where is your headquarters? And I wrote back, Sherman Oaks, California. No, I didn't write back, but yeah, and I realized that this show has a huge impact, throughout the world. So, thank you guys.
All right, mine is a little long. I'll try to keep it short. So it hit me that I am definitely on Wild Force. I think it was on my fourth or fifth callback for the show, and it was just down to me and this other girl. And just my acting abilities, I'm sure I would have gotten the job. But during my callback or my audition, there were 10 of them, or there were all the producers, all the directors, just everyone. It was a room full of people. And after I did my thing, one of the producers asked me, hey, do you have a day job? And I was like, yeah, why? And he said, you were the hostess at the restaurant we went into last night or 2 nights ago or the weekend, whatever. And he's like, and you were so gracious, you were so sweet. You sat me and my friend next to a table full of, 10 beautiful girls celebrating a birthday. And the whole restaurant was empty. And I walked these two in. I'm like, oh, take that booth. You'll have a pretty view. So that's our interaction 2 days before this fifth callback. And I was like, oh, wow, this is all so destined to be. It all just flowed into being just by, So that's when I really knew that. I'm like, oh, I got it. Besides my amazing acting abilities, okay?
I didn't know that story.
That was kind of short. I kept it short.
Awesome. No, it wasn't.
And now to the woman who found Sin and dragged her back into this world.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she said yes. Yeah. So we just needed all of us here, as many of us as we can have.
So what we're talking about is Allison found me on my private Instagram account, because after Wild Force, I became a private citizen for 23 years. And she found me a few months ago and was like, hey. I'm like, hey, and hey led to this. So
thank you for being here, because our season isn't complete without all of us here. Just quickly, it kind of hit me that I was going to be a Power Ranger when we started training. When we started doing stunt training and a little bit of martial arts training, I kind of went, oh, okay, this is real. We are training to at least look like superheroes. Yeah.
Well, I knew that I was involved in the show when, I had actually auditioned for her part, but she beat me out. See? No, I'd been doing a lot of acting, and I had gotten into doing dubbing, which is putting English into the mouths of foreign films. They needed people to come in and do some of the voices for monsters and things like that. So he called me, Scott called me in, and he said, just do this voice, do this guy. And then he said, we need some monsters. Do a monster here, a monster there. Here a monster, there a monster, everywhere a monster. And that's how I got involved in this. So if you have nightmares when you were a kid, I'm partially to blame, and I apologize.
Before we move on to the next question on the topic of finding Sin Wong, let's hear it for all the Rangers from Wild Force and actors that couldn't be here. Let us know they missed. So our next question for you guys real quick before we get into some Q&A and everything is, we look at the table and you see helmets and swords and everything. What's it like having a fan come up to your table and just giving you the hard work because they love you so much and like, listen, I made this for you, I want you to have it. It's got to be pretty intense. We'll start with Allison and go on down.
I mean, it's indescribable. I'm a crier, so I'm not going to talk a lot. But it's just really, it's very moving. And each night after each day with you, I lay there and I think about all the sweet things. So thank you for sharing your hearts with us. It means a lot to us. Thank you.
Okay. I'm already tearing up just, listening to Allison talk.
It's emotional.
It is so, it's been so amazing.
I'm so glad.
Okay, baby.
Thank you. Because I obviously didn't know anything about this or even this fandom exists. And so when I started the public account, it was like, all right, well, let's see what this is about. And I would go into the followers and look at their photos and see what they're about. And what I realized is we're all here as adults honoring and acknowledging our inner child and just healing ourselves. Oh, God. And I've done so much. And I've done so much inner child healing because of you, because of this connection. So thank you so much.
Follow that, Master Ori.
Yeah, that's rough. If I 10-year-old knew me, that would make Toxica cry.
It just goes to show you that villains become more powerful when they are sensitive and have human emotions. That's a good lesson. No, seriously, it's a good lesson for even in acting. So when you play a villain, you don't want to stay on the same level. You try to make a human being, and I think it becomes more appealing and scarier. Anyway, so there's a side note. I think what it makes me realize when I see someone is making a helmet of Master Org and how much love they put into it and effort, it makes me think that what we do as actors, artists, it doesn't go in vain. It means that we contribute to this world to be more beautiful, a little bit more nicer, because we inspire people. So, it would stir their imagination. I think it's a beautiful thing. Thank you, guys.
I always feel like he's about to sick a bunch of assassins on us anytime he talks. My favorite thing about the fans coming up to and talk with us is that you guys oftentimes remind us so much of what we have forgotten about, our time on the show at times. You are living, walking, breathing catalogs of our work, and we love you for that. Because there are a lot of times when I will forget something and a fan will remind me that, oh, I said this to Toxica and I loved it because it made me laugh. And so it's just like you guys represent all of us in that you are the memory banks of the show, and we love you for that.
I think what I feel most is just so humbled and honored. I loved my whole cast and crew and my character, and that year will be stuck in my memory forever. But then after that year and starting to come to cons and meeting fans and yes, the gifts that they bring that we don't take for granted. I have a place in my home where I have my gifts, and there's times when, I'm by myself or I'm feeling lonely or unsure or Woo! Sorry, I always cry. But
because we all, you know, you see us, you know, as actors and on this show and as a mentor, but we all have our moments. And I feel like at these conventions, so much love that goes both ways. It's not just from you to us, but the love that we feel for you and the gratitude that you keep us going as well. And to know that, like, for these 3 days, that we can just escape in a way, you know, and come here and have this connection is such a blessing to all of us. Woo.
Don't you cry, Jack. Don't you cry.
For myself, I think it's kind of like what Danny said, man. I'm more of that. I see you guys, and it brings back memories, or you mention something, and I'm like, yeah, man, I remember that now. It was so awesome. But as far as just your time, I'm huge on time, man, because the older I get, I realize that even if you have 20 million, 50 million, whatever you have, bro, you can't buy time. So for you guys to spend 1 minute or 3 days or 60 days building a costume or making a helmet or whatever it is, amazing, amazing, and I love it. There's a problem, though. There's a simple problem, and my mom's gonna have to deal with it. I live in a studio apartment the size of this table. So all the stuff you guys give me ends up at my mom's house. So she's the one that's pissed. But thank you.
I agree with what everyone said. Allison said you guys share your hearts with us. I think it's so beautiful, but just to see the talent that you guys all have, sharing that with us and sharing it with the world. Your costume here, the Alista costume, seeing you guys, again, sharing your time, it's so beautiful and it means so much. It is truly humbling and such a blessing.
Woo! So we're going to do one more group question, then we're going to open it up to Q&A, or we're going to start at Alyssa. What was your family's reaction when you told them, you're like, I'm on a show, it's Power Rangers?
My parents were not happy. My mom said, you're gonna leave grad school to be a cartoon character? Like, what? I don't understand. My parents are immigrants. They came to the United States with nothing. My dad literally had $13 in his pockets, came out of the Vietnam War. And my mom came here as a nurse, and they had nothing. So they worked their tails off to send my brother and sister and I to school. And so when I told her, I'm gonna take a leave of absence from my graduate degree to be a Power Ranger, she didn't even know what that was. She literally said, I can't believe you're gonna leave grad school to become a cartoon character. So she was pretty mad. But then we sat down and watched the first episode together, and she cried tears of joy. And she was so proud of me. She had all of my toys, the Savage Cycle, my action figures in her office at the hospital. And every time I would come, she would tell all the nurses and all the doctors, my daughter's coming. They would come into her office. She'd be like, that's my daughter, pointing to the action figure. And she was so proud. She was my biggest fan.
I have an interesting family, man. They love me like crazy, and I love them, but I don't know, I'm kind of angry because honestly, I don't think they realize what I've achieved yet in this business. You know, I've been a working actor for 20-something years, and still, man, when I call them and I'm like, hey, guys, I'm going to be on such and such show. Bro, are you going to be at the beginning or the end? Because I don't really want to watch the whole thing, and it's like, damn, bro.
Dang.
Like, they're rough.
Brutal.
They're rough, man, so, but yeah, I mean... I take it. It's cool, man, in stride.
His mom is so proud of him. She is.
I could pick up a rock, and she's like, hi, Papi, you're so amazing. So I'm not saying she's bad or my family's bad. They just give it so much love that it's like, I don't know when it's real or not, man.
That's awesome. Yeah, short and sweet. My family, they were so happy for me. It was the beginning of January, so I was still in Florida on Christmas vacation because they had hired another princess at first. So I actually thought I didn't book the job. And on a Thursday, I got a call, and my agent was like, hey, Marie, you booked the part of Princess Shayla. And I was like, Princess who? Like, I never auditioned for Shayla. I auditioned for Toxica, for Taylor, for Toxica, for Taylor, over and over again. So at first, my family, we were all kind of in shock. So I flew back to LA on Friday, and by Monday morning, I was filming as Princess Shayla. So it took us a little time to even realize what just happened. And not only that my life for that year had changed, I was now a working actress, so I could pay rent and all that kind of stuff, but that 22, 23 years later, we can still enjoy those moments is pretty amazing.
I grew up in Texas with very nuts and bolts people who did not understand why I wanted to leave, like, you know, maybe a steady job at an airline or something like that to go out to Hollywood and chase that crazy thing, you know, that was so unfathomable to them. But after I managed to have successes, it was a really fun thing to share with my family, because to them Hollywood is this like weird crazy thing that they just don't understand. So now when, like recently I just worked with Reba McEntire, my dad's like an 83-year-old Texas boy, and he's just like, I sent him the photo and I said, hey Dad, someone wants to say hi, and he could not stop smiling because he just thought that was the funnest thing. So sometimes you got to fly the coop in order to do your own thing.
Yeah, well, when I was 5 years old, one day my parents looked at me and said, one day you're going to make a really good master organ. No, he's not laughing. No, no, yeah. No. Oh, you have a third eye growing. No. My mom, who I brought from, you know, later when I came to the States, I brought her and she stayed, ended up staying here with me. She would be extremely proud from any acting job that I got. I mean, she wasn't aware of Power Rangers, but she would be happy and would be sharing with her friends and yeah, excited, and it was great. Yeah, and unfortunately she passed last year. So thank you, Mom.
Yes, my mom, she was a single mom. I really do need to thank her, and thanks for making me think of her, because, you know, you argue and you don't always get along with your mom or your family, and right now we're kind of going through something, but this is all helping me, you know, remember how awesome and great she is. No one's perfect, obviously. And she's always been very supportive with whatever I wanted to do, just letting me choose my own path, even just from the beginning. So she doesn't know anything about the Power Rangers, or she didn't know, and she still doesn't really know. She's like, what convention? Where? Pasadena? Anyway, but the fact that she just basically lets me do what I want to do and make my own choices. So she's happy for me.
Single moms are the OG superheroes, by the way. Single moms are the OG superheroes.
Oh yeah, I need to add to that. I'm a single mom. My son's 18, so he's good, and I'm back.
Parents started driving me to auditions when I was 8. That was 39 years ago. So they've always been very supportive. It was really cool when they came, and Taylor I got to film in the jet and do green screen. So they've always been very proud. My siblings are way older than I am. They could care less. And their kids are in their late teens and 30s. And I don't know if they ever really watched me, but my nephew came yesterday and got to meet a lot of you, and he was like, wow, these people are really special. Wow, Auntie did something cool. So I'm like, yeah, maybe he'll watch Wild Force now. So.
You too. Monsters have family too.
Monsters have parents, yeah. Well, my story's a little different. I'm on my mother's side, my mother was a refugee from what was then Yugoslavia. It's Croatia, Serbia, was Yugoslavia. And they were running from the Nazis, and they made it to America. And my father's side of the family was a show business family. My grandfather was a big star in vaudeville. For those of you who don't know what vaudeville is, it's like a variety show, only it was live. You'd have different acts come on to the stage, and they'd do a little 5-minute thing or 15-minute thing. My grandfather was from Spain, and they introduced flamenco dancing to America. And they were big stars in vaudeville. And he married a Ziegfeld girl, which was sort of like at the time they were beautiful chorus girls. And they had children, and my father was the youngest of them. His sister, my Aunt Rita, became a big movie star. Some of you may have heard of her name. Rita Hayworth. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, small name.
Yeah, she was my Aunt Rita. And so when I decided to be an actor, they weren't real happy about it, but they supported me. What else are they going to do, right? I would like to say something. You know, any actor, any artist, whether it's performing, whether it's an artist or a singer or a writer or an actor, the reason we do it, it's not because of money or fame. Well, there's a few of us. But for the most part, there's something in us that needs to express something artistic. And we hope that it moves people. And, you know, when we come to these conventions, I'd have somebody come up to me and say, when you voiced that monster, it gave me nightmares. I had nightmares because of that cobra monster or and other people have come up to me on other things and said, I had a really hard time in my youth. I had a very hard childhood. But watching your show, whether it's Power Rangers or anything, it helped me get through a really difficult time. And, you know, for me, when I was doing it, and I bet for most of you guys too, it was a job, and we're grateful to be acting and be able to make money as an actor. But when we think about it in this context, that we were actually helping some people really get through a hard time and enriching people's lives. And obviously, it made an influence on you guys, or you wouldn't be here. That is an incredibly moving and humbling thing for all of us. And, I just want to thank you for enjoying, what we do. We all try to do the best we can. And it's nice to move you in a positive way. I've had some people say, yes, I've seen your work, and I was moved to the toilets. But you guys, you support us, and we appreciate that.
Okay, we're going to open up to Q&A. Please walk around and come this way. Please keep your questions respectful and appropriate. And if you guys want to come on around, please, thank you. Just say your name.
Howdy. Just want to make sure that this is on right. Okay. What was your most favorite episode to film?
All of us?
Just all of them.
Never give up.
A Father's Footsteps for me.
Sing song.
Woo!
Team Carnival.
Which one?
Because I got to fight you.
Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah.
Your favorite episode?
I don't remember the name, but the one that yeah, that one.
That's
See
a good
what I
one.
said about you guys reminding us about stuff we forget?
I like the first episode, Lion's Heart. Yeah, I like the first one.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah, thanks.
enjoyed Reinforcements from the Future and our last 2 episodes.
I like the episode with the pretty girls in it. in any show.
Fair enough.
Actually, if I have 2, so the episode where Toxic and I fought is definitely one of my favorite, and that I speak about probably most often. That was a fun one. Yes.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello, my name's Maxwell. I'm from Fontana, and I would like to say that Wild Force was my first Power Rangers season that I watched. So thank you for being a part of my childhood. And my question is for the Rangers. What is some of your favorite moments in the show, like your character moments?
What were your favorite Ranger moments in the show? Start with Jessica.
Just too many, brother, from myself. There's just too many. Too many. It was awesome. It was a whole year, 44 episodes worth of amazing moments, laughing, cracking up with these guys. So phenomenal.
One of my favorites was beating up Jack and Philip.
I guess I'm a Ranger. Sorry. One of the moments that stands out the most to me, which is funny because I was cold and wet, was in the final episodes when we were all doing, like, saying that we had our own, like, okay, you guys help me because I'm very tired, where we kind of like say, you know, no one can ever take that away from us, and because we can't morph, and we realize that we still have power even though we can't morph, and we all like hit the ground and it's wet and it's raining. Does anyone know that scene?
I do.
Okay. It just, I like think of that, and it, you know, I know this sounds totally bogus, but it does give me chills because when I watch it, I'm like, that's so amazing, and it's like so inspiring, and even though it was really cold and wet.
It's a very powerful moment. I mean, as a villain, I can still respect.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is David, and I have a question for both Anne-Marie and Sin. How was it to film the fight scene between you two?
Do you want to start? Okay.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that back up. It was so much fun because I was able to have like better movement in my Ninja Toxica outfit, which, you know, this lovely lady here, Kayla, is. Can you stand up?
And my princess.
So people, oh my goodness, and you guys are, yeah, and princess.
Yeah, I'll get them.
Yeah, so anyway, I was able to do more of my own stunts, and we just had a great time. We had a lot of fun kicking each other's butt.
Yes. So Sin and I've been searching for you for years too, because I felt such a great connection that year. Like, I just adored you, and we got along so well. So definitely a missing piece all of these years. So I'm so happy that we found you. But back to the question, the fight scene was so much fun, I think, for both of us, because yes, we did have stunt doubles that did the real fancy work, but just that we had that moment not only together, but to see Toxica and Princess Shayla, these two strong women, come together and fight was pretty amazing. So I'd love my princesses to stand up now too, so everybody can see our princesses. Yay! Maybe we should reenact. Y'all can reenact the fight scene for us.
Wait, no, it's 2 against 1. We need another Ninja Toxica.
That's true. Next time, we need another.
Hi, everyone. My name is V. I'm from Pasadena. So as an adult now, watching it when I was 5 initially, growing up, I see a lot of pieces of myself in each of your guys' characters. My question is, what pieces of your guys' actual personalities do you see in the characters that you played?
Humbleness.
Humbleness.
For me.
Yeah. please.
Mischief.
Yep. Yep. I would say motherly. That is so me. I'm such a mama. Like, if anybody needs a mama, my daughter just went to college this past week. So, if you need a mama, no, I'm not crying this time.
You want to adopt an org?
Yes, sure. Let's go.
Determination. Taylor was determined.
What did you say?
Determination. My dad had this quote up for years, and because I've been acting for 39 years, and that's hard because it's ups and downs, right? And the first sentence said, persistence and determination are omnipotent. And so if you have a dream, never give up. Never give up, right, guys?
Yeah.
For me, it's Toxica's badassery that I'm like vibing with right now. It's like reminding me of my own badass nature. And yeah, it's empowering actually. You know, because she's actually a good person at the end, so it's not like badass like hurting anyone, but badass in herself, like she has the power to do it. Maybe sometimes she's overconfident, and that's great, you know, like why not hype yourself up and gas yourself up? It's better to be overconfident than like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I'm a nobody. No, you are somebody, and we're all superstars. So there's never an overconfidence, by the way, because we're badass.
Yeah, I guess for me, I could, you know, if I could bring it from my own life, I guess feeling for injustice, and then using for the revenge. So I think it could relate to Master Org in, you know, the whole love story and betrayal, and so I would say that. Yeah. Thank you.
For me, I would say small but mighty.
We got time for one more question, and then we're going to move to Bruno from MMPR Toys. He has a special Wild Force presentation. He took a lot of footage and stuff while he was on set. Name and question. Okay.
Hi, I'm Anthony, big fan. So my big question to you guys is, all of you guys, if there's a new Power Rangers Wild Force movie where Master Org comes back for revenge, would you guys want to, you know, do it again? Like, let's say it's been a long time and flaunting revenge and all that, you know, just wondering.
Yes.
Yes. We all say yes, and we would all say we would probably want to conjure up a dragon Green Ranger.
Oh, that would be great. I mean, if there was a movie of that, I mean, I hope that someone like me would be honored to be the Green Ranger. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Anthony.
Let's hear it for everybody that asked a question, everybody. We got Bruno from MMPR Toys. Like I said, I'm going to turn it over to him. He's got some footage he's going to show that even you guys would probably like to see. So here you go, Bruno.
Sure. I want to go see it. Is it on the TV?
Yeah, so
what's happening?
Can everyone see the TV?
Guys, come
Okay.
over here so we can see this.
Oh, is this the clip?
Can everyone see?
I'm going to go spoon with Jack.
So these are the dailies with Danny's original audio, which differs from the show. A little bit. Sorry. Okay.
No.
the factory scene where Paul fought Master Orc?
That was awesome.
Gork the Rangers had to be covered in ultra slime, which is, I'm gonna make a mess. Oh, God, I don't do that. Which is unbelievably stringy, slimy, sticky, slippery. You don't want this stuff on you. We had the best stunt team ever, by the way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we are out of time, so let's hear it for Bruno and the cast of Wild Force. Let's hear it. Thank you, man. If I can get the cast back on stage for a quick picture, and then we'll wrap it up, guys. Thanks to everybody again.
And only a few hours left, so come by. We're on the 200 area, so come by and say hi to us and see us before we end.
No, everyone get in. And then we'll do a big wild access video, okay?
Are we going this way with the crowd behind us?
Yeah.
Copy you.
Okay, it's not gonna work. Well, he's sort of. Can you see everybody down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Hold on, another one.
Androids are better, sorry.
1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
And then let's get a wild access video.
Yeah. Okay, so when they tell you guys, we're all gonna yell wild access, okay?
Shall we morph?
Yeah, let's do the wild access and then
Wild access and then we morph.
Okay. Wild access on 3.
No, hello.
No.
You get back in there. You get back in there.
We're yelling.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Wild Force Power Rangers.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, now this one's for you guys. You ready? Let's go.
And remember, this is wild access.
Okay, wait, how do we do it? How do we do it?
Wild access here, right? Because we've been practicing it this
All right.
weekend.
We'll let our leader lead us.
Okay. All right.
Leader.
No, we're all the leaders.
There you go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Wild access!
One more. Okay, call it off now.
I'm sorry.
Really? Okay. All right. Ready? Go.
Wild access!
And that's it for Wild Force, ladies and gentlemen.
By the
We
way,
did
let's
it
hear
in
it for
time,
the
so let's
first-
go.
Guys, thank you so much. Thank you.
Let's hear it for the first female leader of the Rangers team, by the way.
We need that.